Hello, Sam from Sound on Sound magazine here. I'm at the NAMM show in Anaheim, California, and I'm with Seth from Rad Distribution. How are you doing, Seth?
Not too bad. Glad to be back in Anaheim. Really excited to see everybody.
Yeah, it's been a blast. And you're showing one of the most talked about products at the show, which is the Heritage Audio Herchild.
Yep.
Now, looking at this thing, it appears to have no ancestor in recording history at all. It's completely out of the blue.
Yeah,
I've never seen anything like it.
No one's seen anything that's ever looked like this before. Actually, I mean, obviously the Hairchild is based on the classic Fairchild. So the Hairchild comes in two different versions, just like the originals. The 660, which is the mono, and the 670, which is the stereo. Both are completely tube-based, including tube-based sidechain filters, something that Peter felt was really critical to the sound quality. You know, making sure that the whole signal chain, you know, stayed as proper to the time period as possible. The stereo uses 22 tubes. It uses 6 different transformers. So it is a really, you know, massive piece of gear with an incredibly creamy sound. The fact that it's Varimu, you know, it kind of reacts to the sound a lot more organically than most compressors that most people are used to. So it's got this really creamy smoothness to it that just really sounds good on almost everything. It's got all the proper mid-side matrixing built into it, and it's just a really incredible compressor, and Heritage could not be more proud of what they achieved with it.
So is it a straight-up recreation of the original, or has anything changed in the design?
It is as original as would make logical sense in these days. Every company that's made a clone of the originals has had to pretty much approach the same problems. You know, there are reasons why, you know, the originals were stopped being made, or you couldn't just make them the same way the originals were. And each company has come up with their own ways to solve the same issues. And one of the things that Heritage is doing in this is using separate tubes instead of a single tube, so that you don't have to worry about having one tube that actually is poorly matched from left to right, but rather having 2 tubes that you can actually hand match. So you actually have a perfectly matched compressor, as opposed to being you know, held hostage by the quality of the tubes being put into it. So that was like a really important part of the design of this. And you know, everything about it is just really fantastic. You know, it's just really well built, and with Heritage buying pretty much the world's supply of leftover tubes from the Department of Defense of 6BA6 tubes, we have pretty much enough of these to make sure that everybody who wants one will be able to get one.
Wow, well, I'm sure pretty much everyone will want one.
Yep.
How soon is it going to be available?
They're actually going to start, we're going to have a limited number, probably even next week, and then they're going to keep on coming, you know, for foreseeable future.
And I'm hoping this is going to prove a little more affordable than buying an original Fairchild.
Definitely. You go online right now and you look for an original Fairchild, and you're lucky if you could find one for $50,000, $60,000. So the fact that you can actually get a brand new one with a warranty, you know, with a staff that actually can support you if you have any questions on how to use it for $10,000 is an incredible steal.
And $10,000 is the stereo, right?
That is the stereo, and $5,500 for the mono.
Excellent stuff. Well,
Thank you.
Look forward to giving it a spin. Thanks, Seth.
Absolutely.